celebrities are ruining streaming. Now, would I say celebrities are ruining streaming? I would put myself in the middle when it cocomes to this. I mean, it could possibly change throughout the video. I've seen some celebrities sit here and, you know, start streaming and shit. Soulja Boy, T Grizzly and them, all of them. Like, you feel me? But I'm not gonna yap you guys' ears off. Let's get straight into the video, y'all.
Young Miami went live on Twitch a couple days ago, and she has been getting cooked on the timeline. Why? Because she has 0 viewers.
Talking with Ang. That's a good angle.
Ain't nobody on there, Brandon. He said 0 viewers. No, he got 27 followers.
And simultaneously getting roasted by the chat with 0 viewers. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. But people were really using this tweet to get their shit off about celebrities getting into streaming, and that's what I really want to talk about today. There were quote retweets talking about the situation where they were saying stuff like, unpopular opinion, nothing against her, but celebs trying to get into the streamer lane is kind of corny to me. And this is a tweet with damn near 50,000 likes. Got another tweet right here saying, if you stream for money, you are ruining streaming. Another tweet.
I mean, my take on this, I'm gonna say this. This is because I kind of experienced something like this. You feel me? Or I've seen stuff like this happen. So when anime used to be, you know, small, like not as big as it is today, but when it was still kind of like up and coming, not that much people liked anime. They thought it was lame. It was just not cool, whatever, right? And then come 2020, 2021, around that time frame, everybody and their mother started being an anime. They like an anime fanatic. They like anime. They want to watch it, all this other shit. When before it was not as cool. Now all of a sudden it's cool. Like even the girls consider this shit lame at some point. I'm not gonna say every girl, but like the regular day-to-day girl, you wouldn't see that shit. You would not see them talking about and saying anime is cool. You know what I'm saying? That was not the case. Everybody and their mother likes anime. Like, I mean, they like it now. I'm not gonna say everybody, but you know what I mean. That's how I feel about this.
Tweet saying, oh, streamers not corny anymore, so yeah, a lot of people were getting their shit off on Young Miami. And yeah, if you just go through the quote retweets, yeah, a lot of people are getting their shit off. People do not like celebrities getting into the streamer wave as much as they have been. So today I want to examine if that's really valid criticism or if people are just hating. I will say this, a lot of people are right. It wasn't too long ago when live streaming was viewed as corny. It was viewed for the nerds, specifically Twitch streaming, because Twitch started off as a gaming platform. When you went on Twitch, it was a bunch of people at their desk just playing games and doing that type of content. But now, as we know, streaming has become much larger than just gaming. You have people doing these insane productions. Yes. It has expanded past gaming. Like, streaming is insane now. And with streaming becoming as mainstream as it has, it's gonna welcome a bunch of different people with a bunch of different motives. And especially with the amount of money being made in streaming and the top streamers being candid with how much they're making, a lot of people are gonna want to get into streaming for one reason or another. A big part of that being money.
I would say the biggest streamers right now make probably anywhere from $50 to $100 million a year.
Boy, oh boy, that's more than some NBA contracts. Hell, you talking about? That boy Pat Bev, look at his face. Pat Bev, he knows for a fact he don't even make that much. He don't make that much, but he wants to get into that shit. I know that nigga. As soon as them cameras came off, like they turned off. As soon as them cameras was off, that nigga went home and started a Twitch account. I'm telling you. Look at
that's
him.
The big dogs.
He was ready to go and start an account.
Big dogs.
So like you Aiden Raw.
I don't make that at all. Not even. No, I swear to God, not even near that.
So some under that then.
But like I don't want to fuck them up with the IRS. You know who pays taxes nowadays? Right. But like it's just like a thing where they make crazy money. You know, and even if you're like, I mean, still I'm so grateful to be doing good for myself. But those are the big dogs. Those are bigger than the NBA maxes.
And I'm not gonna lie, it's very easy to spot when someone's just trying to get into streaming for money. This is literally how they go live. All right, they hit go live, boom. They go on their phone, they start twirling their hair. Chat, what we on, man? Chat, talk to me. Talk to me. Like, it's very obvious. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't everyone. There's a couple of celebrities that got into streaming, and you can clearly see that they are doing it for the love of the game. They're actually interested in the game of streaming. I want to shout out T-Pain specifically because he's been streaming for years now. 4 years. And this is T-Pain. He made bartender. I don't know how long Timbaland's been doing it, but Timbaland looks like he's actually taking streaming seriously. Now, Timbaland may be another video, because everything he's doing with the AI music artist, that may be a whole different video of itself, but Timbaland's another good actor for now. But there's definitely a couple other people trying to get into the space, and you can just tell, bro, that they're just doing it because it's the cool thing to do now. Young Miami is a perfect example. I seen Tyga streaming one time, and I'm like, what the fuck is Tyga doing streaming? I saw.
And this is, I don't know. I think my my take has changed. I said I don't know, but now I'm leaning towards more of yeah, I think it is. I think they probably are running streaming a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You're already big in the celebrity world. You're already big as a celebrity. You rap, you do all that shit. You have your fame is on Instagram and all this other shit. You come into this shit after y'all motherfuckers thought it was lame. Y'all need to skedaddle. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to skedaddle. Y'all need to go. No, y'all not finna infiltrate the same way y'all did with the anime shit. You know what I'm saying? As you can see by all the posters and shit on my wall, nigga, I love the anime shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't get no fucks. I watch my fair share of anime. No cap.
Who is bro's name? The fact that I can't even think of him is crazy. The one bad bitch and she do it, I say so.
Oh.
Lil Mosey. I'm pretty sure I saw Lil Mosey streaming the other day, and I'm like,
yo, I feel bad for him though. Like, what happened? Whatever girl that did that shit to him and all this shit, and he came out innocent and all this shit, y'all like lame as fuck. Some of y'all girls need to be put in jail for doing shit like that. That's not cool. Stop with the false allegations. Don't sit here and put shit on somebody if it's not true. If it's not true and you fuck up somebody's life because of some shit like that, you lame as fuck. And that goes for anybody. I don't care if you're male or female. I don't give a fuck. Don't do that lame ass shit.
Lil Mosey streaming, what the fuck? So this is my thing. I don't think all of these celebrities are inherently streaming because they're broke. I think a lot of these celebrities are trying to get into this space because it's the new cool thing. I think streaming, just like how being a YouTuber was a wave at one point, just like being a podcaster was the wave at one point, TikTok was the wave at one point, being a streamer is just the next new wave. Like, do y'all remember a couple years ago when it seemed like every celebrity
TikTok
was launching a podcast? Like, I feel like that's what streaming is becoming, / has become. And I think the main thing that makes streaming appealing to these people is how low lift it is. Like, as soon as you hit go live on your phone or on OBS, you are technically already streaming and creating content, when real content creators know there is much more to streaming than just hitting go live. And as
facts. You gotta actually be built for this shit. You gotta want to do it. This is how you started off. Like, I like making content and shit like that. You know, I'm gonna be honest. Now the editing and shit, I'm gonna be honest. Doing extra edits and all of this other stuff, I'm gonna be honest with you, that's not really my thing. But I do like video creation. I'll tell you that much. I like the tech. I like all that. You feel me? But I feel like this is where the streaming shit comes in for me. Now, it's more production and all the other shit that if you're doing all of that, desktop streamers or whatever, they kind of just turn on the camera. They don't have to worry about editing as much. And yeah, because editing takes up hella time. You feel me? Hella time. And that's where I fall off at. Now, I see TikTok did kind of fall off as well. I'm going to be honest. TikTok kind of fell off when it came to being famous off of TikTok. It fell off a little bit. I'm going to be honest. It did fall off. It fell off. TikTok was the way. Now, no more. Especially after whatchamacallit banned it for those couple of days.
As much as I want to say, I don't mind them, good content rises to the top, I'm gonna be honest, content creation now, and especially with streaming, that isn't necessarily the case. Like, this is the bad thing, I guess, about streaming. Like, even the biggest content creators do a lot of low lift content that when celebrities get into it and just start treating it like an IG live, it's not that far off from what the big streamers are doing. In the grand scheme of things, I understand they're not coming up with events and doing what Kai does, but in the grand scheme of things, like, a lot of streamers really do just hit go live, talk to their chat, yap it up, get celebrities involved, yap it up some more, and other celebrities can do that. Now, I don't think there's something inherently wrong with streaming and doing content for money, because newsflash, my fault. Let's stop lying to ourselves. The cat's out the bag. There's a lot of money to be made in this, especially with a bunch of these big streamers just giving out how much they make. Like, yeah, a lot of people want money.
For June 2025, On June 12th, I streamed 5 hours and 37 minutes. During that day, I averaged 23,462 viewers, and I received over 1,013 subs. On that day, I made $11,282, with 6,320 of those being ads, 1,797 of those being turbo, 1,477 being gifted, 1,052 doing paid gifted subs, and 622 of Prime.
Ultimately, two things. I just find it very interesting how much the narrative has shifted on streaming in a short amount of time. Because again, it wasn't too long ago.
It's money. That's all it is. It's money. Money just attracted them. You feel me? That's it. It's just money. That's all. That's all they're attracted to.
Two was considered just for the nerd, and I think that's a direct call to the impact that streamers like Kai Cenat, Aiden Ross, and iShowSpeed have made to the game. They have completely shifted what streaming inherently is. But if there is one thing I am kind of, sort of, maybe actually really worried about, is celebrities getting into streaming and starting to figure it out. Because the Young Miamis and the Tigers, they haven't really figured it out. But I've seen it with YouTube. I've seen it specifically within sports content creation. Once you get celebrities actually figuring this shit out, smaller content creators trying to compete with them becomes harder and harder and harder.
Yep.
Now, why is that? I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty much a resource and capital diff. Like that's what it is. I saw it on YouTube when all those late night talk shows started dominating the platform. Like, it's hard to compete with the late night show with Jimmy Fallon, and they have all this production capital and all these resources to upload 20 videos a day, and every single video is edited with the highest production quality in the world. It's hard to compete with that. I saw it within the NBA space specifically. When, when I started, it was a bunch of independent content creators making content and, doing podcasts. But when Gilbert Arenas comes into the space, when All the Smoke comes into the space, when JJ Redick comes into the space, with the capital that they have because they made millions of dollars in the NBA, with the network that they have because they're connected with all the NBA players, and with the level of credibility that they built prior to becoming content creators being a part of all of this, it became harder and harder and harder for independent sports content creators to make it within this field. Or at least it was capped off. Like, people's potential was definitely capped off with NBA players starting to figure out content creation. And let me get this straight. I am not saying it's impossible for streamers to make it if celebrities do figure this game out. It's just gonna become harder, and I feel like the potential and people's standards may be too high once it gets to that point. But also, you can make...
I'm not even gonna say that. I feel like because I'd say streamers, they're more relatable. They're more relatable. You're able to relate more with them than you are with, industry celebrities. They are, for some reason, you just can't relate with them. You know what I'm saying? They're in a different league, a different world than you. They're only hopping on this streaming shit, like he said, because it's a trend. That's all it is. It's nothing else.
Maybe that's what the space needs, is a higher barrier to entry. It is a higher barrier to quality content, all these different things. Maybe that is what the space needs. Also, you can make the argument that it's inherently a good thing that celebrities are trying to get into the streaming, right? Because it means that the space is being more legitimized, more brands are being involved, more eyeballs are on the industry, and it's a win-win for everyone. You could also make that case. Because I truly do believe that the excuse that content creation is becoming oversaturated has been an excuse for people for years now, and it's just never been true, you know what I'm saying? I think as long as the industry keeps on growing, there's always gonna be space for people. But I do think what celebrities, again, brings to the table is just a capped potential. But with that being said, let me know what y'all think about all this in the comment section down below. Is celebrities getting into streaming good?
Hey, I'll say this. This is how I feel about it. This is how I feel. My point has changed. Yes, they probably are ruining this shit. They probably are. I don't feel like celebrities are really that relatable to be in the streaming world. You feel me? They, like I said earlier, they think and move differently than a regular day-to-day nigga does. Or at least a person that started celebrity. A lot of celebrities, streaming. But a lot of streamers that do, start off as streaming, I can see myself relating with them to a certain degree. Obviously not money wise, but all right, how they say shit, how they go about certain stuff, their morals be, you know, a little bit different compared to how celebrities be moving. But hey, who's to say that doesn't change in the future? You know what I'm saying? But that's my take on it. I feel like they are kind of to some degree, they are kind of ruining the shit. Like, leave it to people to do their own shit. Like, leave it to them. Leave the streamers be streamers. Let the streamers be streamers. And you celebrities, y'all stay being the rappers and shit, the movie stars that y'all always been doing. Like, always ruining shit. But anyways, that's the end of the video. If y'all like the video, like, comment, subscribe, hit that post notification button if you want to stay updated on the next video. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.